a 99 also. So a lot of it is replacing older vehicles. We have replaced or gotten rid of some of them, have already been surplus, so we don't have, and that's mostly in the water and sewer division. I think the transit van, that would be replacing that vehicle we no longer have, and the Ford Escape we can only use during the winter months. It's an overheating issue, so when it's really hot out, it's a battery issue. So we do try and utilize it when we can.
The, basically saying some cars from the 90s are being replaced, and it does get the vehicle been out for a while. Now, the other person that had, are these vehicles custom made to Waltham needs, or these are the ones you can get off the lot kind of scenario?
So some of them, right now it's very difficult to get vehicles. We may be at a junction where we're going to take what we can get. With that said, there's some specialty vehicles we're looking at that we'll have to order, I think, to replace the Packer. That's a specialty vehicle where we'll have to get out and they're going to have to fit a chassis with the Packer on the back. So it's like a trash truck, a mini trash truck for us. So usually they don't have them off the lot. We have talked to some vendors and they have some trucks that may fill our needs. And so we'll look at those and see if we can get them. Because we haven't, we've placed orders over a year ago for some vehicles that we're still waiting to get.
Okay. And lastly, the old vehicles that are being replaced, do these go to an auction, or there's which bad shape they're going to be just junk?
So they'll all go to auction, anything we get rid of. So sometimes we do really well, and other times we get what they were. So it all depends. Some of them are in such bad shape, we know they're going to get sold for parts, but they still go to auction. We put a value at it, but we don't trade them in anymore, unless we have gotten them with a sweeper. Like in the past, and we're not ordering one here. We've gotten a price from the company for a trade-in value. We've set the auction value at that. And then if we get more than that, great. If the auctions come in less, we get the higher value from the trade-in.
Thank you. Those are my questions. I'll make a motion for approval on this.
Thank you. On the motion, Councilor Bass.
Yeah, thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair. Just curious, thanks so much, Mr. Casey, for being here. This is a priority list. I'm curious if you can walk me through the process as to how you came to arrive to why this is so important now.
Yeah. So the top of the list, so if we break it down from street and forestry, I don't know that this has been a priority just now. This has been a priority for at least the past year, probably longer. I think it's really where we're filling more positions now and trying to fill more positions. We really need the vehicles to get people around, and they're getting to a point where it's starting to cost a lot more. So the priority was, that number one truck as a six-wheel dump truck is replacing a 95 dump truck. So that truck has body rot and probably will not receive a sticker to drive. That's the case for the top two six-wheel dumps. The other one is a 97. So the one-ton Packer was number 2 on the list. That truck is used in the Parks Department. We've been having a lot of electrical issues recently. That's one we may not get rid of and would hold on to, because when that other one goes down, we'll be able to take, the older one and use it when needed. It would also give us a chance on weekends. We could keep it at Public Works and use it when we're asked to pick up barrels on Movie Street and Main Street. The one ton that we're replacing, which was third in line, is a 99. So that is, again, body rot, no sticker. And then the same thing with the two 2006s, those are 1 tons. The pickup truck, a couple of years ago, we had changed a position from a 9 to a working foreman. That person has been riding around in a vehicle with someone else, which has worked okay, but not ideal for when they have to do their own thing. So we have 2 people basically going around doing one job when he needs to go out. The sidewalk snow blower, again, that was in an accident. Those do our sidewalks during the snow, obviously. The one what we're gonna replace it with would be a year-round vehicle that we could use. Not so much to drive around in, but we could do little jobs around the yard, kind of like a Bobcat. And then the last one was a 1 ton, so same thing, 2006, so we had ordered 3 of them all at the same time, and they all kind of go at the same time.
That's really helpful. I do appreciate you indulging me. And obviously for the water and sewer, we have a myriad of water projects across the city, so I'm assuming this is going to complement a lot of the infrastructure investments that we need.
Yeah, so the Vector truck is the best piece of equipment we have in the sewer department. It is much needed. The other top 3 trucks there have all already been surplus, and so we don't have vehicles currently. Well, we got rid of the vehicles that were used for that. So that's why they're in the priority there. The Ford Escape, as I spoke on before, we only use during the cooler months. And then the pickup truck.
I think number 7.
Yeah.
Or
That one has been the F-250.
yeah.
That was a 2008 F-350. That had already been surplus also.
Okay. Yeah, just one last question. I'm curious if there's any consideration towards fuel efficient vehicles or technology when you made this.
So for the bigger dump trucks, we had looked into it a little. I just, based on what we know during, our main concern for those trucks a lot of times is plow. And when they're running at night, and if they're to plug them in and how long the recharge is on them, we don't really know how they're gonna work for us. So we didn't really look at them for them. We are for the smaller vehicles, because one of them we're replacing a fuel efficient vehicle, and so we'll replace that with another fuel efficient vehicle. We do continue to watch and keep up to date and see what's out there for us. And it just gets difficult. We worry about the snow a lot where we need to run 24 hours, 48 hours, and how the battery life and stuff like that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I am in full support. I just, whenever possible, I think it's good to just take a look at those things if it's within your means. Fuel efficiency can obviously help the city. It can kind of get back. But this is like maybe what I would say overdue investments in a public works division. So I appreciate you, Mr. Chase, for coming out.
Thank you, Kurt.
Council Stanley?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A lot of questions asked, and this, do you have any of the trucks in the fleet that need to be replaced or rerouted and sample things?
Yeah, there's other vehicles that I think will be coming up soon that we're going to need to replace. Water and sewer, this actually, I think, does real well for all of that division. There's going to be stuff that ages that we'll continue to look at. A lot of it was, we got new positions over there that we never had vehicles for, that we're going to have to look at now once we get all this in and see if everyone can get where we need them to be.
So when you say new positions, just positions haven't been filled for a while?
Yes, and also we had gotten like another crew, I think, 2 years ago. So we still have in the process of filling a bunch of positions. Once that happens, I think we're going to need to look at more. It's the upper positions that people need licenses for that our guys haven't been able to get yet, and we haven't been able to bring people over, which is, we're finding all over the place it's hard to get workers. On the street department side, and with equipment for snow, sidewalks, we'll be looking to replace, I think, a number of things in the future. Our sidewalk plows are, we have a 97, a 99 that we'll be replacing, and there's some others that are around that age. We don't use, they're typically just used for the winter, so that's where we get the wear and tear. And then there's a couple more dump trucks that we were looking to replace. I think the $1 million gets us a good jump on everything, but there will be some more.
That's it, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. We have a motion for approval from Council Vidal. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, Mr. Jason.
Thank you very much.
Any
No
other
other
questions?
items, Mr. Chairman.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much.
Bye.